السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
كيف حالك؟
أنا بخير شكرا، وأنت كيف حالك؟
أنا بخير الحمد لله. شكرا.
Hey everyone, it's Andy from Immediate Arabic, and we did another oral proficiency interview with our student Isabella. And if you followed along with some of our videos, you probably saw Isabella after 8 weeks in the program, and now she's about 6 months into the program. So we're going to kind of see how she's doing. We'll translate a little bit of the excerpt from the interview here, and then we'll talk to her a little bit more about the program and what has made her successful. So enjoy.
ما اسمك؟
اسمي إيزابيلا. ما اسمك؟
اسمي أندي. تشرفنا.
أشرف لي.
إيزابيلا، أخبرني عن نفسك.
أنا من ولاية ألاباما، وأنا طالبة في الجامعة أوبرن.
في جامعة أوبرن.
نعم.
تحبين الجامعة أوبرن؟
نعم أحب الجامعة أوبرن. الجامعة أوبرن جميلة، والناس في المدينة أوبرن لطيفة.
ممتاز. الاسم آخر جامعة أوبرن وور إيجلز، صحيح؟
نعم.
كان عندي الصديق وهو زار الجامعة من قبل. طيب. ماذا تدرسين في الجامعة أوبرن؟
أدرس اللغة الإسبانية والدراسات الأسرة.
So even at this point, you can probably tell Isabella definitely has a better conversational skill than she did after 8 weeks. Not that she was bad, she was awesome at 8 weeks, but now she's even better. We think she probably has a vocabulary of around 700 to 900 words. She probably can recognize another 200 or so given in context, and maybe even utilize them if she's heard them in a sentence. So this is not bad for only studying 6 months, and at the same time, she's a full-time student. A lot of people don't know that she actually quit her college program and ended up right now studying just totally with us. So that being said, let's listen to a few other parts and see how her conversation is.
أنت تتكلمين لغة إنجليزية، صحيح؟
نعم.
واللغة الإسبانية؟
نعم.
واللغة العربية؟
نعم، لكن أتكلم اللغة العربية قليلا.
طيب. لا، أنت تتكلمين اللغة العربية جميل جدا.
شكرا.
عفوا. هل تتكلم أي لغة أخرى؟
لا، لكن أنا أعرف اللغة الإيطالية
قليلا. ممتاز. كيف تعرفين اللغة العربية؟
درست في الجامعة أوبرن لمدة 3 أشهر، لكن درست الأكثر عربية في البرنامج Immediate Arabic.
So you can kind of get a feeling listening to this interview. Isabella now has pretty much greetings down. She's able to provide biographical information, not only about herself, but her friends, her family. She can do introductions, endings of conversations. She can solve a myriad of different problems, everything from directions to catching a cab, ordering food, etc. We think she's pretty much now at about an ILR level 1.
أنت في جامعة الآن، ماذا ستفعلين بعد الجامعة؟
لا أعرف، لكن ممكن سأذهب إلى جامعة أخرى. أحب لغات وأريد أن أعمل مع لغات في المستقبل.
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. طيب طيب. في أي مرحلة أنت في جامعة الآن؟
أنا في السنة الرابعة.
في سنة رابعة.
نعم.
جميل. ستتخرجين بعد السنة.
نعم نعم سأتخرج بعد سنة إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. نعم نعم.
So we just heard a number of excerpts from one of the OPIs we did with Isabella. And, as you can see, she has greetings. She has basic biographical information. She knows her likes and dislikes, problem solving. She has opinions on known topics. And she actually has some knowledge of the Levantine dialect, which we haven't done much with, but she knows she can converse for a few minutes. What this all really equals, though, for her is the ability to communicate. And is she perfect yet? No, she's not perfect yet. But she definitely knows a lot of Arabic. And for, I guess around 6 months worth of, really actually studying, she's done quite well. We're super proud of her. And we're so glad she decided to learn the beautiful Arabic language. And we wish her luck in the future. So let's hear from her just a little bit. She's going to explain some things that have made her Arabic journey a little bit more successful.
So we are around week 15 or 16, I think, here.
Sounds right.
And you're speaking Arabic, and we think you're probably close to a 1 on the ILR scale, if not already there. As one of our native speaking friends told us. So any advice for you, from you really, on anybody who's studying Arabic and starting to move from that beginner phase into the next phase?
Conversation would be the biggest thing I would stress. That's where you're really learning structure and you're able to use new vocab that you've learned, and it's just a realistic way to learn another language, having a basis of conversation.
So to talk a little bit about the immediate Arabic program, if I remember, your story goes, you took a semester of Arabic at a university, and you said you liked the teacher, but you also were not satisfied with what you were learning. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then tell us maybe anything but certainly both positive, and if you have any negative things on immediate Arabic, but how you think it has bettered your Arabic in a shorter time.
Right. I think at the university level, and obviously this isn't good for every university, but as far as my experience goes, I felt like I knew a lot about the language as a whole, but could not communicate at all. I could maybe say hello, goodbye, yes, no, and my name is, and that's about it. After studying an entire semester, I knew different concepts and ideas, but could not communicate at all. And through this program, I feel very comfortable being plopped down in Amman and being able to communicate and get my point across. Whereas after learning or studying for a semester in college, I could not hold even the very simplest conversation with a native in the Middle East. And I think is a huge part of it, my ability to now do so, even if it's at a beginner level, is because of the conversation-based and situational-based learning experience.
Understood. Well, that's kind of how we met. We met in your first your first class, and I would agree. You pretty much couldn't say. I think you knew about 2 words when I first got talking to you or speaking with you, and you know, I think you came out of that program probably with 6, 7 words that you could know.
Right.
And what do you think, based on your, I don't even know how many flashcards you have anymore, but based on your 900 flashcards that I think you have, you know, what do you think? You know, we've spent about as much time, you know, this year. Well, I guess actually we've spent more, because we've spent about 6. We're about at the 6-month point, I guess, when we started this program for you. But you know, you had, out of 3 months, you had about a 7-word vocabulary. And I mean, how many words do you think you know now?
I would say, I mean, it's hard to put a number on it, but maybe, like you said, close to like 900-ish.
You think it's close to, wow, okay, it's close to 900. So yeah, I mean, you don't sit there and count your cards every day to see how many. No.
Known and unknown stack right now, and the known stack is definitely 600 to 800. So I've got, you know, as the weeks go on, once I still have to learn our new additions week by week.
Yeah. I think we all always have that. Like, we have the words that we can actually use, and then we have like our ones that we can recognize if they're in some sort of context, but we can't really use them. Like,
Right.
because I don't speak Arabic that often anymore with a native speaker, it's sometimes tough to me, and you'll see this during class. I'll go, wait a minute, I know this word, but I actually don't know it, and we have to quick look it up, or whatever the case may be. But if somebody else said it to me in context, I'd immediately know what it was. So I think we're always going to have that. So that being said, I don't want to make the video too long for everybody out there in YouTube world, but Isabella, you've done a fantastic job. We're super proud of you, and we hope that you keep up your studies, and we look forward to working with you some more, and seeing how far you progress here.
Thank you. Me too.
Shukran. Ma salama.
Ma salama.